everybody. Welcome back to Autism Beyond the Label. I am Shyheem Shabazz along with my mom here.
Hi, y'all. How are you? All right, you ready?
Ready?
Okay, so today we are going to get into the minds of someone who has autism or Asperger's. Let's make it clear. Again, we are here to just tell our story and our point of view on things. All kids or every individual that might have autism or fall on the Asperger's spectrum. Everybody functions a little differently. Everybody's experiences a little differently. We're just telling our side, hopefully, so we can help others that are out there. Okay, so this is just our story and our experiences. So today, what I thought would be a great idea is to talk about what's in the mind of someone who actually has autism or Asperger's syndrome. For us, it's kind of hard for me at times, being a mom, trying to figure out what's in his mind. So I think this would be a good topic for today, so that Shyheem can clearly explain what it's like. Okay. I will give you a little bit of background. I remember when he first got diagnosed, Shyheem it seemed that he wouldn't stay on task on the topic of the conversation if I was to ask a question, or sometimes he would laugh for what seemed like no reason to me. But our therapist explained that in their head, it's like a movie reel is going. And so they're thinking about something that they've previously seen in their head instead of focusing on the conversation. So we're going to get Shyheem's point of view on things. You ready?
Okay, I'll try to.
Why? Are you confused?
No, I'm not confused. It's just like, I just hope
No, just tell us what you think.
Yeah.
Okay. Because sometimes, okay, so let's talk about this. So when I ask you a question, you know how sometimes you try to
come up with an answer that you expect to hear, and
instead of just saying what you just answer the question. It seems like it takes you a while to get the thoughts together in your head.
Yeah, like sometimes I just plan it out, like what am I going to say for this time, but usually people think like it's an excuse or a lie just because I just
Go ahead, you can talk.
All right. Well, first off, yes. Good afternoon, Nick and Doc. Great to see you both.
Okay.
But yes, it's a problem with me most of the time if I just try to like come up with what I'm trying to explain. But if I either hesitate or something, then it might turn out to be either an excuse or a lie. That's what people would think.
Well, yeah. Sometimes when we're asking you a question, so if I asked you, did you take out the trash today? That's an easy one, right?
Yeah.
Because it's either yes or no, right?
Yes.
Right. So, but then if I ask you, would you like to go to the movies on Friday? Like sometimes in your head, it takes you a while to answer. So what I'm asking is, that's not you can't plan for that, right? You can't plan because you don't know what I'm going to ask you. So at that time, what is going through your mind? Are you trying to get your words right in the right order?
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
so explain that.
Yes, getting it into the right order and just not fumble. Like I'm just tired of like hesitating all the time, and I'm just trying to like get down in control.
Okay, so in your head, in your mind, what's happening in your head? Are you like
giving reasons why like what I feel about things. And the way how I do it is it's in a way to make it not less confusing to other people. Be like,
okay, so instead of just talking, you try to make it so it's not confusing to us?
Yes.
But by doing that, sometimes it confuses us instead of just saying it.
Yes.
So why don't you just say it?
I just only do like reasons why like I just do that. That's what I'm like. Just giving reasons why. Okay. I'm just like giving the full details instead of just the main thing. Like I just realized that.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So instead of um instead of just giving the basic answer,
Yes.
so to you, you're trying to give like every little detail,
Yes.
but it's not important though.
Yeah, I figured that out like yesterday.
No, you didn't figure it out.
Yes,
Yesterday? Why? How'd you figure it out yesterday?
yeah, just dad explained it. Like,
Okay, so what happened yesterday where you had to explain it?
I'm just giving an example. Like,
Mm-hmm.
nothing happened. All this is just a learning thing. It's just a learning thing.
Gotcha. Gotcha. So, let's go to another scenario then. So,
Hey, cake. It's been a while. Yeah.
okay. So, when you text,
Yes.
your texts come across like you're talking just fine,
Yes.
right? Or I shouldn't say talk just fine, but when you text, you don't text like you talk. So, have people said that to you before?
No.
Okay, so maybe when you're texting, then you have time to think about what you're going to say. And then when somebody's asking you a question, it's like on the spot. So you don't have time to think right away.
Well, it's a little bit something like that.
Okay, go
I would
ahead,
say.
explain.
Well, like I was just saying, like yes, like what you just said, like what you said about like texting and stuff. Like I do have time to think about like what's this person gonna say or what I'm gonna say, and that's what makes it a little bit much more easier.
So it's easier to, for you, it's easier to text instead of conversate and just talk. Do you think?
Well,
To verbally say it, are you better typing or you're better verbally?
yeah, I'm better typing, but I'm working on better like verbally because like I just don't want.
So you like right now, you're like blinking and you're trying to focus on like the right thing to say instead of just like talking.
Yeah, yes, this this is a perfect example. Like this is exactly what I'm saying.
Okay.
Like I just want to be like better at vocally because it it focuses on me like about my dream job and stuff. Like I just don't want people to think I'm like gonna be that bad of like
But it's not bad. It's just sometimes you need to maybe do you think sometimes you need to tell people just give me a second. You know what I mean?
well,
Like what's wrong with that? If I was to ask you um mm, let's see. If I was to ask you Shyheem, I need you to walk to the corner store and I don't know, get some paper towels, right?
yes.
You would immediately go, like at that moment, like what are you thinking?
Well, like I like excuse me for saying this,
Okay, go
but
ahead.
like the way like how you demonstrated it, I mean like of course that's how it would usually react, but I'm trying not to do that no more.
Okay, so
but
what part were you talking about?
the part is like I mean like of course I would just be just straighten out and just ask like where is the corner store at? Like I would ask.
Okay, okay. So in your explain to me or explain to us, like for me, being that I haven't been diagnosed with having Asperger's, right, or autism, but I know that my mind stays busy all the time and it constantly runs, right? Like
Yes.
it's constantly thinking of random things. So in your mind, do you randomly think of different things all the time? Like you can be thinking of cartoons, and then you could think about voiceover, and then you could think about what you can eat, and then you think, is it constantly something different in your mind?
Yes.
Okay, so right now we're talking. What is on your mind? Other than us talking, because I
Okay.
know something else is in your mind.
Or yes, it's about working much more better on become on like returning to YouTube basics. Like yeah, returning to YouTube basics is about like when it was like free and doing like all these things instead of just like one subject like overtaking the channel. Which is it's not really all that bad, but it gets a little bit hectic for me.
Okay, so when you're driving,
Yes.
okay, so when you're driving, you say it's hard for you to focus, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what is going through your mind that makes it hard for you to focus on the one task?
Yeah, just try to just see if I can just do it on my own, but I will ask for help if I need it. And it's also just remembering everything I was taught.
Okay.
And
So in your mind, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
no.
So in your mind, you're trying to remember all the little details of driving.
Well, yes, like if
Go
that
ahead,
all
talk, so
if
you can
that
turn this way.
if that all will lead to me just going out and doing my own things like everybody else would.
Okay, so when you're driving, other things other than the rules of the road is going on in your head, you think?
Yes.
Okay, so what else other than driving would your mind be on?
Like what are the things like is change the subject now.
Huh?
No, like we're just no. I'm sorry.
What is it? It's okay.
No. I thought we just changed the sub. Like,
No. I was just it's not changing subject. It's just trying to figure out what's in your mind at that time so that we can understand. You know, because I know that you can drive, but there's things that make it hard for you to focus, right?
Yes.
So at that time, what I'm asking is it because there's so many things to try to remember? Or no?
No, I wouldn't say that.
Okay.
I wouldn't say there's so many things.
Okay, so what's wrong right now? So because your demeanor changed, you don't want to talk about it anymore?
Like I just don't want to just. Well, no. I
don't really want to talk about it?
Well, it's not about that.
Okay.
It's just generally about. It's about just not backing down from it. Like.
I don't think you're backing down from it. I think we're trying to just understand what goes on in your mind, because you don't know what's going on in my head, right?
No.
Right. And it's like being a mind reader. Like you can't read my mind saying, well, I can't read your mind, right?
Right.
Okay. So sometimes in my mind, my main concern is making sure that you're happy. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not a type of person, you've never come to me and be like, I want to do this because that makes me happy. Like very rarely do you come and ask us to go somewhere.
Yes, because.
Right?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, so why don't you?
Well, like it's all because like I just don't want to like force people to like depend on driving me like places and stuff, and also because I mean like even though I do want to make sure like I just live life and all that stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and not let people know that I have no life at all.
I mean, you have a life. You just choose to stay inside, right?
Well, I like.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
It's not like some kind of choice. All it is just like me.
Well, it is a choice, though. It's a choice. You can choose to stay inside in your room and play your video games and be on here with your friends, or you can choose to come and say, "Hey, I'd like to go to the mall today to get this and this and this," right? So that's a choice. So you can choose to come and ask us, or you can choose not to. But that's something that's why it's important for us to talk about this so that we can understand what's going on in your head. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So what I'm asking is, why don't you come and ask us to take you places? What is going on in your head? Why don't you come and ask?
Because it's all about me developing into a much more better person,
Mm-hmm.
a person who's willing to like not go out into the world looking stupid or nothing.
Well, you're not gonna look stupid. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, like if people think like I really do have issues or stuff,
But they
or
would
might screw up at my first job or something.
Well, I think it's a learning lesson. I think everybody has it. Even people that don't have disabilities, I think that they still they don't go into a job knowing exactly what to do.
Well,
right?
I do understand that.
So then everybody's on their level playing field then, right?
Yes.
Even somebody who doesn't, you're saying that you don't want to go in and mess up. But if someone doesn't know what the job requires, they're going to mess up. It's called learning. So the same way that you would learn, the same way they would learn. Right?
Yes.
Same thing. So it's nothing wrong with asking. That's why it's important to have a conversation.
Yes, asking and stuff. But like, if it's more than one times, then it is over.
Okay, so let's just say, like for me, when I broke my leg, right?
Yes.
So I'm used to doing everything on my own. Okay? But during that time, when I broke my leg, I had to ask other people to go get me something to eat. I had to ask other people to drive me places. So even though I don't have a disability, at that time I was disabled, which means I could not drive, right?
Yes.
So I had to depend on other people to do that for me. So was that wrong?
No, no.
The same way it's not wrong for you, right? What about elderly people, like older people who can't drive anymore because they're just older? It's not safe for them to drive anymore because they might get lost and not know their way home. Sometimes they have to ask their children or grandchildren to come and take them places, right?
Yes.
Same thing. Right?
Yes.
Okay, so it's nothing wrong with you coming to ask us to go somewhere that you might want to go. Got it?
Okay.
Cool. All right. Why are you making that face? Why are you sounding all sad?
I'm not sad.
It's not sad. It's just talking to people.
It's just understand. It's like, yes, like just accepting that. That's all. Just.
So what's going on in your mind right now? Tell what's going on, because I can see it in your face.
Yeah, right now it's accepting it, like accepting it as like I was wrong, like it is a choice, but it all depends on like still just saying what's on my mind,
Okay.
like of what I want to do.
So are you feeling sad right now?
No, I'm not.
You're not?
No, it's my learning phase.
Okay.
Like just all just.
So that's your learning phase. So that means you're thinking.
Yes.
So
like
why do you have to make a sad face because you're thinking?
It's not sad. I'm trying to like get it to like be like it's serious because this.
Yeah, but you don't have to. You don't have to. Okay, so right now we're talking about something that's very serious, right?
Yes.
But I'm not like this. Right? It's just we're just learning. You know what I'm saying? Just because you're talking about something that's sad doesn't mean that you have to express sadness on your face. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay. Like right now, before, if we was talking about animation and characters, then you would be like happy and joking and everything. But right now, we're talking about something that's going to help other people, and you're sad.
We'll just change. We'll change. No.
Go ahead. Say what you're going to say.
No. I don't mean.
No,
to,
go ahead. Say what you're going to say.
Like, well, if you change the subject, like, if it's about that stuff that you said, I mean, like, of course, like, I wouldn't be all like that, all like energetic and stuff, because I have limitations now when it comes to that stuff.
What do you mean?
You said like if animation and cartoons and stuff, like, yeah, I do like enjoy it, but not that much like a 5-year-old would.
Yeah,
you know how?
Okay, so to me, when I'm hearing you, it's like you're overthinking. Like I'm not calling you a 5-year-old.
No, I'm making an analogy, not being like, oh yeah, I do like enjoy that stuff, but I do understand is what like I thrive to do, but everything else matters to me.
Okay,
that's what happened.
Gotcha. So is there anything that you want to talk about, that you want to tell people about? Okay, so let's talk about this. This is a good one. Okay, so when you get upset about something,
yes,
right? So how do you get that anger out? Because you told me one day, you said, I don't cry, right? Like it was wrong to cry. Yeah. It's not wrong to cry. What's wrong with crying? Because everybody cries.
I mean, well, if it's...
Go ahead. Explain.
Oh, I'm just trying to explain this and not to make it like very awkward.
It's not gonna be awkward. We're just talking.
I mean, like, if it's like in front of either you or dad and stuff, it'd be like, I just thought it would like been like wrong, like
Why?
Men to like cry in front of like other men.
Why? Because that's what you've heard.
No, not what I've heard. Like that's what I think. That's what I believe. Like it's
okay,
just,
so you've never seen a man cry?
Well, like a grown. Well,
yeah, a grown man. Have you ever seen not acting?
Yeah,
like
not acting.
A real person, man cry because they were hurt, or because like they broke their leg, or because they were sad. Any of that?
No, I don't think I ever seen like.
Yeah, but it happens.
Yes, it does happen.
Yeah, it happens. So it's nothing wrong with that. So when you get upset and you get angry, then how do you express that anger? Because I don't ever see it. So how do you express that anger?
I write it down in my notes section of my phone.
Okay, really?
Yeah, like.
So if you get upset about something, you write it in your notes section.
Yes.
So then you can go back and remember what you got upset about.
Yes.
But why is that important to write about it? I mean, not that it's a bad thing, because maybe it's important for you for some different reason. Why is that important for you to write it in your notes?
Yeah, it's important because like about what happened on that day, like like what like why did it occur that way? Why was it like so dramatic? Like why like you know, it's either like on a day where it was supposed to be like exciting, but it all turned, you know, hectic and stuff.
Gotcha. Okay, so tell us a scenario where, and remember, you're talking to me, but you're talking to them too.
Yes.
Okay, so tell us a scenario where it was supposed to be a great day and then it turned bad, and you remember writing it down.
Okay, well, it's all this on here, but I'll try not to like, you know, I'll just try not to do the thing where I'm just taking forever and ever. Like,
No, it's okay.
All this, it's very. Oh, well, it might be minor, but maybe it was like one October where I had all these bumps on my face one day, and I said like I had to go out of class to go to the bathroom and to see like what happened to me, and people believe that I just actually skipped class just to do that, but no, I did not waste time to go to the bathroom to do that. All this just.
Go ahead.
It just wasn't that good and stuff.
Okay, so I have a question for you based on that. Okay, being that happened, you said like 1 October, like.
It was 2018.
Okay, so you were in what grade?
Yeah, I was in 12th grade.
Okay, so you were a senior. So 2018 was 3 years ago, right?
Yes.
Okay, so 2018 was 3 years ago. So my question to you is, why are you holding on to something bad that happened 3 years ago? Like, why would you want to remember that?
Wait, like when you say like hold on, like I'm not holding on to it.
No. What I'm saying is, okay, so this is a part where he takes things very literally. So what I'm saying is not holding on.
It's the way how you say it. Like
okay,
when you do say like hold on, I'm still holding on to this day. Like that was just something like I remember from. And I usually do these things like get ideas, you know, like for like whenever I have like my animated projects and stuff.
Okay.
Like I could use that as like an inspiration. That's what people do. They take things from real life to use as inspiration.
Okay, so I'm glad you said that. So when I asked you why do you keep that in your phone, then the reasoning wasn't, you know, I was thinking that you kept it in your phone because you wanted to keep going back and reliving that moment.
No.
But when I asked you why do you keep that in your phone and why is it important, to me, I think the correct thing would have been to say, because I find inspiration for that. You see what I'm saying? Because that's what you just told me, right?
Well, I didn't think you would like accept that, like and accept.
Yeah, but that's the answer though. So we went like around the tree to get like right here, when you could have just said, "I keep it in my phone because it's inspiration for my future shows or anything," right?
Right.
That's what it is. The answer is what it is.
Okay.
Cool.
That's fine.
Okay, cool. So it just helps us better understand what you're going through in your mind. Whereas for me, I'd be like, that don't make no sense. I ain't writing down, you know, why I was mad, especially if it was something minor. Like you said it was minor.
Yeah, I mean, like, even though it wasn't really that big of a deal.
Right. So for me, in my mind, I'm not going to write down something that's not a big deal. But for you, you wrote it down because someone else can get inspiration from that.
Like,
right?
Yeah, you know, like, so that I can...
Oh, you get inspiration from it.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. So that's what we're on here. We're just trying to learn different, like I said, what's going on in your mind so that we can better understand. So one more thing before we go. Let's talk about this.
Yes.
Because some people might find it hard to understand, because I find it hard to understand. Okay? So like you're really, 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 really like passionate about animation and drawing and characters and things like that, right?
Yes.
Okay. So let me see if I can see I'm doing the same thing.
Well, I mean, like, but you're actually just taking time. Like,
yeah.
it's just, like, how long would you say, like, it just comes up for you, like, do that?
For me to do what?
Like, when you take time, like, for me, it would, like, take, like, what, like, 13 seconds?
See, but you're so specific about that. Like for me, if I was talking to someone and I was trying to get my thoughts together, then I don't worry about how much time it's going to take to get my thoughts together. It's just like just now I was in deep thought trying to get my words right so I can express it to you, right?
Yes.
So I'm going, okay, I'm doing this, but I'm thinking, how can I put this in the simplest form so that he understands exactly what I'm saying? So that's what was going through my mind. It wasn't going through my mind, okay, I'm taking 13 seconds or whatever. It is what it is. If I couldn't get my words together, then I would tell you, you know what? Let me rephrase my question. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay, so don't give it too much thought. It's like overthinking. But what I was going to ask you was, being that you can draw all these different characters from your memory.
Yes.
Okay. Why can't you draw me? Like if I was sitting here, why can't you draw me the same way that you draw characters?
Because I ain't really that artistic. Like,
yeah, but you are though.
Yeah, but I'm not really all that good, which is not a problem at all, because many people can be like, they're artistic like in their own way.
Okay, so make me understand. If you were sitting here and I asked you to draw the Incredible Hulk, right?
Yes.
You could draw that with no problem. So how long do you think it would take you to draw Incredible Hulk? Like not copying nothing, just from memory.
Well, like if it was my own thing, like
How long does it take you? If I told you to draw Incredible Hulk right now, how long do you think it would take you to draw him?
I don't really know how long. I just do it right away.
Right, but it'd be really quick, right?
Well, I would just take time with I don't want to rush through it. Like that's some things I don't.
Okay, but it wouldn't be an issue for you because you know exactly how his hair is, exactly how his eyes are, his muscles, and things like that, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I am sitting here, and you can see me.
Yes.
Right. So why can't you draw me?
Because I'm not that good.
Yeah, but I've seen you. I've seen your drawing, and other people have seen your drawing, and so you are really good.
Not Leonardo da Vinci good.
No. I'm not asking you to be Leonardo da Vinci. First of all, I would never expect you to be Leonardo da Vinci I'm saying
just making a joke.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying I wouldn't expect you to be them because they are who they are and you are who you are. But what I'm asking you is, have you ever tried to draw something other than your characters?
Something.
Yeah, like something other, like if someone came to you and says, I really love this car. This is like my dream car. My grandfather passed it down from his grandfather to me. And I would like you to draw a portrait of this car so I can put it on in a frame in my home. Could you draw the car exactly the way you see it?
Maybe.
Have you ever tried to do that?
Nobody's ever asked that.
Okay, so I'm asking you, I want you to draw a picture of me. So if I gave you a picture of me,
yes,
you could draw me and make it look just like me?
Well, not exactly like, but it's just
help me understand. Because if you was to draw the Incredible Hulk, you would make it look just like the Incredible Hulk, right?
Well,
make me understand.
Well, like even though you said that, but like when it comes to like copying and stuff, no, not copying. I mean,
freehanding.
Like freehanding, and like there's many different like incarnations when it comes to that. Like it could be like it's not all the same like all the time. It's different. Like it can change over time.
Okay. So what I'm asking is, and we're going to come back on here and we're going to show you all. Okay. See, your cousin said, I think he can do it. It's just out of your comfort zone. Do you think that's what it is because you've never done it? It's out of your comfort zone?
No, I have done it before.
You
Like,
have?
I have done it like in art like
Oh,
when
okay.
I was in elementary school, when I was in alts, and like we were like drawing each other, we were like painting or drawing each other and stuff, and I was like, this ain't really that good.
Oh, okay. So from back then, when you were in like fifth grade or fourth grade, so from back then you didn't think it was that great. So you're thinking if you did it today, it wouldn't be that great.
Yes.
Okay. So what we're gonna do, and we're gonna challenge you. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you a picture of me. Okay. So like you're seeing me right here in the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take a picture of me, and it's gonna be with this red shirt and everything. Okay. I'm going to take a picture and then I'm going to give it to you and I want you to draw it. And that doesn't have to be perfect. Stop. Don't think in your mind it has to be perfect.
Like that's what I like believe that you like. That's what I think
That
what
I'm
you
expecting.
mean.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I just want you to draw however you want to draw me. That's what I want you to draw. Is that cool?
I can.
And you can take as much time as you want to. Okay?
Okay.
All right, so we're going to do that. So, see, she says, tell him not to overthink it. I believe he can. I think you can too. So we're going to see what happens, okay? All right. So I thank you and I appreciate you for sharing a little bit of what goes on in your mind. I hope you were not upset. You're not upset, are you?
No, I'm not upset.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
No.
Okay. So your friend Nick is talking to you. What did he say?
Yeah, he said like he said this.
I don't think I'm good at drawing either, but my mom always encourages me that I'm good at drawing. I think you're good too. I think people who are very talented, like you all, underestimate yourself. So sometimes you have to push yourself outside of the box. And that's not just with
No, it's just not withdrawal. Yes, I do understand. It's with everything.
it's
else.
with everything in life. If you never try, then you would never know. Okay?
Yes.
All right. So, like I said before, I appreciate you sharing because I know it takes a lot to open up and tell people, what goes on in your head, and you're hoping that they're understanding, and you don't want them to develop opinions and think certain things. But this is just a way that we can help other people to understand and get a better understanding so that maybe people will learn and have a little compassion when they see someone with a disability such as autism or Asperger's, and they won't just assume things about them, right?
Yes.
So that's what we're helping, okay?
Yes.
All right, cool. All right, guys, we're not going to take up too much more of your time. We are going to read one more message, and Miss Net says, I teach dyslexia and autism, so this is perfect for sharing with my students. We appreciate you for tuning in. We're glad that we can help. We're here anytime. We're greatly appreciating Shyheem for sharing his talents and his disabilities with us because they're important for not only those who have disabilities, but for us as individuals, as a community as whole. So we appreciate you all. We hope that you have a wonderful rest of your Sunday, and we'll catch you next time on Autism Beyond the Label with Shyheem. Don't forget to go and like and subscribe to our channel, which is on YouTube and on Instagram. Okay? Talk to you later, guys. See ya.
Bye, everyone. Thank you so much.
Uh-oh.